Okay, guys, it's going to be a quick one. We're going to watch how CTV News goes about telling the story of someone using ChatGPT during litigation, like literally during a court case with a judge, and how their laziness, because it was just laziness, got them into trouble and got them a $5,000 fine. But I want you to take in the magnitude and the numbers that are involved in this case, and then how much the fine was for, and then sort of try and figure out or take a look at how CTV is presenting you with this information in a way that might not be so inviting for AI or good for AI in general. And then we'll talk about it. So just take a listen.
Thinking of using ChatGPT as your lawyer? Well, think again. A Quebec man was recently fined $5,000 for using artificial intelligence to defend himself in court.
So, how he's presenting that is you try to use AI to defend yourself in court, you're going to get fined. At least that's what the average viewer looking at this is going to think. And if someone hasn't used ChatGPT before, they might even have apprehension on getting online and using it. So let's continue listening.
Jean Laprade submitted documents with 8 fabricated citations, including expert quotes and rulings that didn't exist. The case stems from a 2019 business dispute involving an airplane Laprade received in Guinea. A Paris arbitration court ordered him to pay $2.7 million, but he tried to overturn the decision in Quebec using AI-generated legal arguments.
So we have someone who's involved in a case for millions of dollars, and they're trying to put together a defense for themselves using ChatGPT. Now, keep in mind, this person is on the hook for millions of dollars for something, airport or something like that, and they're using ChatGPT without checking any of the references or what would be considered citations before submitting it to a judge. So we have we have a Canadian who's dealing with millions of dollars, not paying attention to what an AI tool is saying, and then submitting it to a judge. That to me is a straight shot of incompetence all the way through. But this is the news that you'll see if you're Canadian. You're seeing the worst of us using AI in the dumbest ways, getting in trouble for it, and then all of a sudden AI is bad, or the AI narrative has gone sour because someone who's supposedly smart enough to be dealing with millions of dollars is now on the hook for $5,000 because their citations were wrong. I want you guys to take it in because we use AI for literally everything, and it is very common for us to assess legal documentation, contracts using AI, so we can get a very thorough understanding of anything that we're engaging in. Like we use AI to read everything, we read it ourselves and make sure our understanding is crystal. But to just have AI do that work and not take into any considerations that it might be wrong is A, too much trust in the AI, like right off the bat, but B, uh the that person is completely out to lunch on just how to use the tool, because you can't put in one uh, inference, or you can't prompt it once for one inference and think that's going to be the end, that that's what should be submitted to your employer, your teacher, the judge. You can't just talk to it one time and think the answer is going to be perfect. It takes constant iterations, constant testing, taking those inferences, putting it back into the machine to get something perfect. So AI is getting a bad name because people, human beings, are typically incompetent and lazy.
The judge in the case said Laprade's intentions may have been sincere, but his conduct was, quote, highly reprehensible. The judge acknowledged AI's potential to improve access to justice, but emphasized that individuals are still responsible for the accuracy of their submissions. Laprade's legal saga spans 6 years, 3 continents, and even includes a plane currently seized at Sherbrooke Airport. The court upheld the original ruling and confirmed that aviation companies can reclaim the aircraft. But the moral of the story here is that while AI might be a useful tool, you might want to check your facts before hiring it as legal counsel.
Man, we really have to do better, because this is just screaming at Canadians, hey, if I have an issue with the law, I shouldn't use AI. If you have an issue with the law, you should be digging into AI as much as you can, for hours, for days, weeks, just to see what it says, just to see how it's interpreting your situation. Because I'm willing to bet everything that the AI is going to have a better interpretation of your situation than you if you're not a lawyer. And then you take that interpretation and then you go to lawyers with a better understanding. And that conversation is going to be a lot easier. In a lot of cases, you don't even need to get to lawyers because you have a pretty, straightforward understanding of what's going on by using AI, but in a meaningful way. You guys want quick and dirty outputs for AI? You're going to get quick and dirty results like fines. It's very apparent to me that we have too many incompetent people using AI, and then the media is showing that to the rest of the world and then blaming AI for the incompetence of the users. So I really want us to pay attention to that. AI literacy, AI training, AI education is going to become one of the most uh, critical skills that human beings can have going into the next couple decades.